I'm Luke, a 30-year-old content creator from the UK, and for the past 2 years I've been working full-time with travel and adventure brands providing media assets for them to use in their paid or organic marketing. That means for 2 years, my full-time income has been reliant on creating content for brands. This could be either sponsored posts, which I'm going to say is about 20%, but mainly content-only collaborations where I give the brand content to use in their marketing and I don't post it. That's about 80% of my total income. Now, I've been working with top-tier brands, tourism destinations worldwide, and I've got over 5 years of experience working as a creator on social media. Here, I'm going to be completely transparent about my income as a content creator. I'm going to break down what I got in my first year in 2022, and I'm going to break down what I got in my second year, 2023, as a full-time content creator. I'm going to share screenshots where I can, but because it is my personal bank, I'm a little bit hesitant to share all the details, but I will provide insight and information for you. Let's just say it is enough to make a dentist question their profession, a teacher who's been at it for 5 years, and any entry-level corporate job you can think of. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before going ahead, I just want to debunk some myths and tell you this disclaimer. Now, the income I'm going to mention is my top line revenue. That's what I get paid before expenses are incurred, and that could be tax, equipment, hire or purchasing equipment, second shooter, model, other software and editing tools, and anything else that will go into being a content creator as a full-time job. The first myth is that you need a large following, and I'm going to tell you now that you don't unless you want to be an influencer. I've been working with brands for about 2 years, providing media assets for them to use in their paid or organic marketing. These are collaborations which photographers, videographers, or even UGC creators would usually find themselves in. It's influencers that are posting the content on social media. Now, I'm not saying I don't post content on social media, but what I'm saying is a large portion of my income comes from these direct content only collaborations. So I'm just handing over media assets without the intention or need for me to post on my own socials. Number 2, it is easy. And again, I'm going to tell you, it takes a certain type of person to be a self-employed content creator. Self-employed, anyone for that matter. You need to be okay with inconsistent income, with late payments, sometimes long editing hours, and you need to have the flexibility of an Olympic gymnast, because my work schedule day to day, week to week consistently changes depending on the shoots or client work I have on. If you want to be a content creator, you need to be accountable for your work, and you need to be disciplined, and you need to have standard operating procedures or protocols you use within your business to hit your monthly income targets. The last one is that it is not that rewarding. And I'm going to tell you again, it is. The biggest client that I had last year paid me £6,000 for one job. My last retainer deal resulted in a total of $18,000 for 12 months. So that just gives you a context of how much you could earn from just 2 clients alone. Now imagine if you had 2 or 3 retainer deals. That's 18 times 3, which is, quick maths, $54,000. Mad. Even with the unknown, the stress, the anxiety of not controlling your income, I would still rather be a self-employed content creator rather than working a 9 to 5. I hate asking for permission from someone above me. I hate requesting holidays, getting sick notes from the doctors. And even though you have a job, you never have 100% security. So whether if you're having a job of being self-employed, essentially you're in the same boat. You need to turn up to work to get paid. Now, my efforts are a direct influence of the income that I earn. That means my outreach, my negotiations, the quality of work that I produce has resulted in my income, which I'm going to tell you in just a moment. I'm going to have to give you some context because from what it may seem like, I walked out of nowhere, did 2 years of content creation, made a lot of money and that's it, which is not the case. I've been working in social media since around 2017, but it was actually 2022 where I went full-time and my main source of income was content creation only. Before then, I was running a joint account with my partner called the Two Bohemians, and that was just travel couple adventures. Now that page is still semi-active, but because of recent setbacks, we decided to pause it a little bit so we can pursue our own endeavors, so we can individually fulfill ourselves and maintain a healthy relationship in the long term. In 2022, I was able to help Tyler quit her part-time job as a gym receptionist and pay her a wage with content creation as well. Okay, 2022, my first year as a full-time content creator. Now, I've got my phone here for the notes, and I'm going to put screenshots on the video so you can follow along as well. Unfortunately, 2022 was the year my dad passed away, and I kind of threw myself into my work rather than grieve and process that in a healthy way. Some may say that it is unhealthy to do that, but it gave me purpose, and because of this fire that lit up, 2022, my top line income was £24,000, which is around $30,000, which is crazy. The majority of this income was from a retainer client that paid me £1,500 per month. Now, 6k of this income was actually paid to Tyler for her help as a second shooter and a model, and 20% of that total income was put away for tax as well. I was actually living in a van at Portugal during this, and it was only when my dad passed away that I actually moved back to the UK as well. Now that's not bad, you know, £24,000 top line revenue. It wasn't even a full year, may I add as well. I transitioned full time partway through the year, and that is more than some entry level corporate jobs in the 9-to-5 world. This is where things get interesting, and like I said when I gave you some context, we were going through some hardships still. I was still grieving. Tyler had just gone through a miscarriage at the beginning of 2023. But with that said and done, at the end of the year, the top line income was over £50,000, almost $65,000, and that is over double last year's intake. This is way better than an entry-level corporate job, and it's even better than some teachers who have been at it for 4 or 5 years, or even dentists who've had a couple of years in practice as well. Now, 16k of this was paid to Tyler again for her help as a second shooter and a model. Almost 4k of that was for new equipment, which is tax deductible. 1.7 of that is for software subscriptions like custom Gmail, Adobe editing software, cloud storage services, which is also tax deductible. Now, over 50k from a full-time content creator, only my second year full-time, doubled from the first year. That's absolutely insane. I'm actually quite shocked at that. I knew that it was really rewarding, but to see that as a top line revenue is absolutely insane. And for the sake of it, let's compare 2023 to 2024 up until now, shall we? 16k, which is still very good. If I just doubled it, that would leave me with £32,000 by the end of the year, and that's still better than some entry-level corporate jobs as well. This could drastically change though, because I'm waiting for some retainer clients to confirm that could push that even further. Same in expenses, I paid Tyler for her help as a shooter and a model. I paid a wedge in tax actually for the 22-23 tax year. And I also paid for the next tax year because I earned over a certain threshold, which was crazy because I'm paying tax for the future. Out of all that income as well, only £176 of that was actually from my digital products, which I offer on a download basis for you guys. So if you have downloaded and if you have donated, then thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you are keen to check these out, these are resources available to you if you want to learn more about the business side of content creation. I have an ebook called Business Guide to Content Creation, aptly named, that will teach you the whole A to Z from beginning to outreach, to negotiation, to landing clients, to developing retainer clients, to your legal rights as a content creator. And this is information that I've learned from the past 5 years part-time and the past 2 years of a full-time content creator. And I'm proof that the information in my ebook works because I use everything in there in my own work efforts. I earned £50,000 with over £50,000 with content creation, and you could do the same if you download, donate the ebook and implement it yourself. If you're interested in checking it out, I will leave a link in the description for you below. Now, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to know more, I have a free newsletter for you to join. I share weekly emails full of information and inspiration from my own personal experience as a content creator still in practice, but also tips and tricks that will help you apply to your own business. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I'm Luke, a 30-year-old content creator from the UK, and for the past 2 years, I've been working full-time providing media assets for